Welcome to Legends of Old podcast. I'm your host, Josh, co-host, Drew.
I'll kill you.
Nice. We're still doing the Greece mythology series.
It's episode 3. Of course
Yeah,
we're still doing Greece.
This is episode 3. We're on chapter 4 of the book. Weird.
Whoa, that's wacky.
Yeah, anyway, we're going to be doing part 1 of the earliest heroes. So we'll be covering Prometheus and Io and Europa. And then part 2 will be Polyphemus and the flower myths, Narcissus. Yeah, it's weird. Narcissus, Hyacinth, and Adonis, which I've never heard of Adonis or Hyacinth. All right.
Fuck Narcissus. All my homies hate Narcissus.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, don't fuck her. Don't fuck Narcissus.
No.
He won't want to do it back. He'll just starfish the entire time.
He'll just sit there like, whatever.
Still not as beautiful as me.
Yeah.
Boy.
All right. So, first story is Prometheus and Io. And they're taken from two poets, the Greek Aeschylus and the Roman Ovid, who are the best sources of this tale. And Aeschylus's point of view sort of is more grave and direct, while Ovid's more light and amusing. So it starts with like this. In those days, when Prometheus had just given fire to men, and when he was first bound to the rock peak on Caucasus, he had a strange visitor. A distracted, fleeing creature came clambering awkwardly over the cliffs and crags to where he lay. It looked like a heifer, but talked like a girl, so he assumed he was mad with misery. The sight of Prometheus stopped her short. She cried, "This that I see, a form storm beaten, bound to a rock. Did you do wrong? Is this your punishment? Where am I? Speak to a wretched wanderer." Prometheus recognized her. He knew her story and spoke her name. "I know you, girl, Inachus's daughter, Io. You made the god's heart hot with love, and Hera hates you. It is who drives you on this flight that never ends." Wonder checked Io's frenzy. She stood still and amazed, her name spoken by the strange being in this strange lonely place. She begged, "Who are you sufferers that speak the truth?" He answered, "You see Prometheus, who gave mortals fire." She then said, He who succored out the whole race of men, you, that Prometheus, the daring and the enduring." They talked freely to each other. He told her how Zeus had treated him, and she told him that Zeus was the reason why she was once a princess and a happy girl, and had been changed into a beast, a starving beast.
So once again, we are continuously learning that Zeus is literally the worst.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah.
People thought Loki was bad. Like, dude, Loki isn't like half as awful as Zeus.
Yeah, I mean, like they really, a lot of people think, oh, Zeus is great because he's the lightning, he's god of gods. Greeks worshipped him. He's not that good of a person. Goes on to say Zeus's jealous wife Hera was the direct cause of her misfortunes, but back of them all was Zeus himself. He fell in love with her and sent ever to my maiden chamber visions of the night, persuading me with gentle words, "Oh, happy, happy girl, why are you all too long a maid? The arrow of desire has pierced Zeus. For you he is on fire. With you it is his will to capture love. Always, each night, such dreams possessed me." But still greater than Zeus's love was his fear of Hera. and he acted, however, with very little wisdom for the father of gods and men, when he tried to hide Io and himself by wrapping the earth in a cloud so thick and dark that a sudden night seemed to drive the clear daylight away. Hera knew perfectly well that there was a reason for this odd occurrence and instantly suspected her husband. When she could not find him anywhere in heaven, she glided swiftly to earth and ordered the cloud off. But Zeus had been too quick. As she caught sight of him, she caught sight of him. He had been standing beside a most lovely white heifer, which is just a cow, or it's a calf technically. Io, of course, he swore that he had never seen her until just now, and that she had sprung forth newborn from the earth. And this, Ovid says, shows that the lies lovers tell do not anger the gods. However, it also shows that they are not very useful, for Hera did not believe a word of it. So
I'm gonna be real with you, Josh. I know this is gonna sound super weird, but
what? You cut out.
Through the Discord call, you are hella glitching.
Okay, you cut out for me. You probably didn't cut out.
Yeah. You keep cutting out for me, like while you're reading.
Okay. Was that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be good now, though.
Yeah. What did you miss?
I got the general gist of it. How Hera was angrily looking for Zeus, and Zeus was just like, oh jeez, oh crap, and then turned the woman he banged into a cow.
She's like, oh, see, hey, like, oh shit, she's coming.
I'm just here with this with this
cow here.
Cow.
Yeah, see, look, new baby cow. Nothing suspicious going on here, you know. I don't fuck cows, so I'm not.
He will fuck someone as a cow, but he won't have sex with animals.
Yeah, no.
At least he has standards.
Yeah,
somehow.
Hera's like, I don't buy that, and
I don't buy that, but I'm gonna play along because I'm a bitch.
Sorry as he was, he saw that at once, or she said that the heifer was very pretty, and Zeus was pleased to make her a present of it. Sorry as he was, he saw at once that to refuse it would give the whole thing away. What excuse could he make? He turned Io reluctantly over to his wife, and Hera knew very well how to keep her away from him. She gave her into the charge of Argus, an excellent arrangement for Hera's purpose, since Argus had 100 eyes. Before such a watchman, he could sleep with some of the eyes and keep on guard with the rest. Zeus seemed helpless.
That's like the best superpower.
I know.
I would very much love to only be able to get like a good night's sleep with like one of my eyes, and then have the other one open and like scanning for danger.
Yeah,
that'd be so good. But
just imagine how weird you'd look, though.
Yeah, but like imagine just like the other eye would be in like a complete state of sleep paralysis. So you'd be freaking out.
I don't know.
While also being asleep.
Like, how would that work too? It's just like you.
So wait, does when Argus sleeps, does he see like the Furies as sleep paralysis demons?
Oh, maybe. I feel like that. I feel like that's true. Anyway.
Yeah, the Furies are pretty scary.
Yeah. At last, however, he went to his son Hermes, the messenger of the gods, and told him he must find a way to kill Argus. There's no god cleverer than Hermes. As soon as he had sprung...
Hermes is my boy.
Oh, yeah. As soon as he sprung to earth from heaven, he laid aside everything that marked him as a god and approached Argus like a country fellow, playing very sweetly upon a pipe of reeds. Argus was pleased at the sound and called the musician to come near. You might as well sit by me on this rock, he said. You see, it's shady, just right for shepherds. Nothing could have been better for Hermes' plan. And yet nothing happened. He played and he talked on and on, as drowsily and monotonously as he could. Some of the 100 eyes would go to sleep, but others would stay awake. At last, however, one story was successful, about the god Pan. how he loved a nymph named Syrinx, who fled him, and just as he was about to seize her, she turned into a tuft of reeds by her sister nymphs. Pan said, "Still you shall be mine," and he made from what she had become a shepherd's pipe of reeds with beeswax joined. That's kind of fucked up.
It really is.
Well, oh, I can't get the girl. Might as well just murder her. Just murder her and make her into my pipe.
That's so weird.
But as the story seemed especially tiresome, the story doesn't seem tiresome, but Argus found it so. So all his eyes went to sleep, and as soon as he fell asleep, Hermes killed him at once. But Hera took the eyes that had set them on the tail of the peacock, her favorite bird. It seemed then that Io was free, but no, Hera at once turned on her again. She sent a gadfly to plague her, which stung her to madness. Prometheus tried to comfort her, but he could point her only to the distant future that lay immediately before her was still more wandering and more fearsome lands. To be sure, the part of the sea she ran along in her frenzy would be called the Ionoan after her, and the Bosphorus, which means the ford of the cow, would preserve the memory when she went through it. But her real consolation would that be at long last she would reach the Nile, where Zeus would restore her to her human form. She would bear him a son named Epiphus, and live happy forever and honored. And Io's descendants would be Heracles, greatest of heroes, than whom hardly the gods were greater, and to whom Prometheus would owe his freedom. So
nice.
Yeah, that's nice. I don't know why Zeus has power in the Nile, and that's Egypt's land. So
because this isn't like
no, I know.
Reardon,
No, I know.
I almost went off so hard on you if you did not shut your mouth.
No, I know. But still, anyway, that's nice.
She got turned back into a human.
Yeah.
She got to go live rule as a queen in Egypt.
Yeah.
I'd say she got a pretty fair deal.
Yeah.
If not like all that suffering as a cow, just like completely was overshadowed by the fact she got to live as the wife of a pharaoh.
Yeah, that's true.
She was basically worshipped as a goddess because she came from a faraway land. That's awesome.
She probably did way better without Zeus too. Honestly, just
yeah, that's like that Trump worshipping religion in India.
Yeah.
Or the Jeb Bush worshipping religion in America.
Yeah.
All praise Jeb.
Oh my gosh.
May he bring us guidance.
Please clap. I still remember that.
My mom never saw that clip somehow.
Really?
I showed it to her and it was she put her head in her hands and was like, "Oh no."
Please clap. Just oh my god.
Please clap. What was the more recent please clap? Because I know one of the Democratic politicians had one.
I have no idea.
You remember it though, right?
I sort of. I might have seen a short video.
Wasn't it Pete Buttigieg?
I don't know, but
hold on. I have to look this up. This is gonna kill me. We're only doing 2 stories today.
Yeah.
I have extra time.
Yeah, no, we're doing 2 stories.
This isn't about ancient myths. I just have to know this.
This is gonna be a shorter one anyway, because it's gonna be a
Pete Buttigieg
2-parter. But
it was Pete. While pitching himself as the next Obama to voters. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Is he white?
Pete Buttigieg? Yeah.
Yeah, yikes.
Oh, he said come on. He said come on.
Oh.
When people weren't clapping. That's That's pretty big. Yikes.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta watch this.
So I'm assuming Hermes was basically just Zeus's hitman.
Hermes is like everyone's hitman and wingman
Yeah.
all at once. Itch. Ah. Okay.
Yeah. I really do think that probably the only good thing from that second Percy Jackson movie was Nathan Fillion as Hermes.
I don't want him to be recast. I really do not want him to be recast. Yeah. It was so perfect.
Yeah.
It was like the best part of that movie, and that movie was garbage.
It really was. He was the best part, and then probably the only, like, besides his scenes, probably the only funniest scene in that movie was when Percy was on the top of the Andromeda, and Luke just comes down and is like, dude, what the heck? Get off my boat. I actually thought, I thought that was funny. Like, I think that's the only time I laughed in that movie besides Nathan Fillion's scenes.
Nathan Fillion, whenever he's in something, you can tell it's him, and like, it's just so good.
Yeah. All right.
What else? Hold on. There's something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah. The thing that made me so incredibly angry about that movie, aside from the literally everything else.
Yeah.
Was the mist being a spray.
Oh yeah.
It was like a perfume that they sprayed over people, and it's like, oh yeah, you can, and it wasn't like a thing that it concealed the Greek aspects of the world, but like you had to apply it, and it wasn't like the weird mystical force that keeps the mortals from being in danger.
Yeah,
like,
that was...
dude, really? Are you like you're just gonna? Yeah. Okay.
I think it also annoyed me.
You're gonna cut the Chimera out of the first movie.
Yeah.
Which is like one of the best scenes.
You're gonna add Tennessee, which was never in the book.
And you're gonna use
the Hydra.
No, you're gonna use the Persephone's pearls as MacGuffins. Why?
Yeah, it was. And then
that's so dumb.
In the second one, they're like, "Oh, we probably should add the prophecy, right?" And then they add the prophecy, and it's like, when you turn 20, like,
he's already 20.
Yeah.
Logan Lerman is 20.
What was it? I like that they had Dionysus finally, Mr. D, but
the only other funny line in that movie was when the wine turned to water.
Oh yeah, that was.
And he said, the Christians have a guy that can do this in reverse.
Yeah. I kind of want.
That was like, I actually really liked that line. I thought that was really funny.
I kind of want Stanley Tucci to become Mr. D again, because I thought he was pretty funny. I thought he was pretty good.
I want Hopper from Stranger Things. I want him to be Mr. D.
I always just imagine Mr. D though, like, shorter.
Well, I always imagine Mr. D as like when I saw what's the actor's name that plays Hopper?
David Harbour.
When I saw David Harbour for the first time, I was like, oh my god, it's Dionysus.
Really?
Like, legit, I was watching Stranger Things with my family, and I saw him, and I whispered to myself,
it's Dionysus.
Oh my god, that's the wine guy.
I don't know. Yeah, in case nobody listens to this knows, Percy Jackson's getting a TV show now on Disney Plus, and
I'm pretty sure if they're listening to a podcast about
mythology, they probably do know.
Mythology, yeah.
I mean, but you never know.
Percy Jackson is like the gateway drug for everyone to get into mythology.
Honestly, it is. Like, it's more addictive than weed or crack. I swear.
No?
I swear.
Are you dumb?
Trust me. No, no, it's probably not.
Do we need to have an intervention?
No.
Because I'll get your girlfriend in here.
Nope, I'm good. No, anyway.
God. Whatever, dude.
Yeah. No, but in this story though, they definitely didn't make Pan seem like the loving nature god. that I
Yeah.
thought of him as. It's like, oh, Pan. Yeah, this chick turned into some reeds. He just glued her together and blows wind through her
He glued her
now.
back together
Yeah.
and blew into her.
Yeah.
Okay, Pan.
All right. So the next one,
I'm
next
the
story
child
is
of Pan,
Europa,
of the wild.
and I feel like you know.
Europa.
I feel like you know.
Sounds familiar.
What place is named after her?
Is it Australia?
You're right. You must are right. Anyway,
I know I am. I'm not big stupid. I'm small stupid.
yeah. I may be dumb, but I'm not an idiot.
I may be stupid.
Anyway,
Let's just move on.
Io was not the only girl who gained geographical fame because Zeus fell in love with her. There was another, known far more widely, Europa, the daughter of the king of Sidon. But whereas the wretched Io had to pay dearly for the distinction, Europa was exceedingly fortunate. Except for a few moments of terror when she found herself crossing the deep sea on the back of a bull, she did not suffer at all. The story does not say say what Hero was about at this time, but it was clear she was off guard, and her husband was free to do so as he pleased. So, I mean, right away, just if Hero's not watching Zeus, he just goes and he's like a kid.
He just does what he wants.
He's like a toddler. If you don't watch him, he's just gonna wander off. So up in heaven one spring morning, as he idly watched the earth, Zeus suddenly saw a charming spectacle. Europa had waked early, troubled just as Io had been by a dream, only this time not of a god who loved her, but of two continents who each in shape of a woman tried to possess her. Asia, saying she had given her birth and therefore owned her, and the other, as yet nameless, declaring that Zeus would give the maiden to her. Once awake from this strange vision, which had come at dawn, the time when true dreams oftenest visit mortals, Europa decided to try not to go to sleep again, but to summon her companions, girls born in the same year as herself and all of noble birth, to go out with her to the lovely blooming meadows near the sea. Here as their favorite meeting place, whether they wanted to dance or bathe their fair bodies at the river mouth or gather flowers. So Europe was the original I just blanked on the name. Oh, the sorority girl. She's the original sorority girl.
Yep. I have that video of like the sorority girls that are like like standing at the door. It's like, we can't wait to finally meet you.
Yeah.
And then it's like
just open the doors and
all the sorority girls, they open the door and then they're all there, and it's like the most surreal and terrifying thing since H.P. Lovecraft and Junji Ito.
Yeah, so Europa's the original sorority girl, and apparently Asia wanted her. Who knew?
Nice.
This time all had brought baskets, knowing that the flowers were now to their perfection. Europa's was gold, exquisitely chased with figures which showed, oddly enough, the story of Io, her journeys in the shape of a cow, and death of Argus, and Zeus lightly touching her with his divine hand and changing her back into a woman. Wow.
Lightly touching her
with his divine hand. I know.
right on the rump meat.
Yep.
Of the cow. Give it a little squeeze.
Oh yeah. It was as it may be perceived, a marvel worth gazing upon, and had been made by.
It was as it was perceived, a marvel gazed upon.
Yep. No less a personage to Hephaestus, the celestial workman of Olympus. Lovely as the basket was,
and
there were
ugly motherfucker.
Oh yeah, there were flowers as lovely to fill it with. Sweet-smelling narcissus and hyacinths, and violet and yellow crocus. And the most radiant of all, a crimson splendor of a wild rose. The girls gather them delightedly, wandering here and there over the meadow, each one a maiden fairest among the fair. Yet even so, Europa shone out among them as the goddess of love outshines the sister graces. And it was the very goddess of love who brought about what happened next. As Zeus in heaven watched the pretty scene, she who alone can conquer Zeus, along with her son, the mischievous boy Cupid, shot one of her shafts into his heart. And then
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
that very instant, he fell madly in love with Europa. So he got injected with a shaft.
Man, watch out for Cupid and his shaft. Jeez.
Oh man, dude, all I can picture is just those like hippie girls in the meadows, like with flower crowns and like skipping along.
Oh, you mean the 2012 to 2013 Tumblr aesthetic?
Oh yeah, the what is it? I just like all the girls from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, just if they were actually in Greenfield.
So, Midsummer?
Yeah.
Oh no.
But anyway, even though Hera was away, he thought it was well to be cautious, and before appearing to Europa, he changed himself into a bull. Not such
No.
a one,
No more cows.
as you might
no more
see in the
cows.
stall grazing in the field, but one beautiful beyond all bulls that ever were. A bright chestnut in color, with a silver circle on his brow.
I don't
and
want to know what
horns
kind of
like
bull
the crescent of the
Zeus
young
turned
man.
into.
He
That's
seemed
a bunch of bull.
He seemed so gentle as well as so lovely that the girls were not frightened at his coming, but gathered around to caress him and breathe the heavenly fragrance that came from him, sweeter than that of the flowery meadow. It was Europa.
His heavenly musk.
It was Europa he drew toward, and she gently touched him. He lowed so musically no flute could give forth a more melodious sound. Then he lay down before her feet and seemed to show her his broad back, and she cried to the others to come with her and mount him, for surely he will bear us
No.
on his back.
This is
He
we're reaching horny levels that are too much for this podcast.
is so mild, dear, and gentle to behold. He's not like a bull, but like a good, true man, except he cannot speak. Okay, who the fuck looks at a bull and is like, man, this bull's so nice. He must be a man.
This bull is so nice. Let me get on that schlong.
Dude, what the fuck was with Greeks and cows?
Dude, is this Beastars? Is this what Beastars is?
Were the Greeks the original bestiality?
I'm feeling a cold chill, man. I gotta put my hoodie on. Hold on a minute. I'm being serious.
Oh
I'm
my
putting on my
gosh,
hoodie.
dude.
This isn't a meme.
Were the
I can't hear you because my headphones are
Alright.
off. Don't say anything dumb.
Something dumb. Anything dumb.
You said something dumb. I know you said something dumb. I'm gonna listen to the podcast and get to this exact moment. You're gonna say something really fucking dumb.
Something really fucking dumb. Anyway. While Drew does that, let me read a word from our sponsor. Oh, right. No one sponsored us.
We don't have a sponsor.
Exactly.
You idiot.
That's. Anyway, dude, were the Greeks the original furries?
Do bulls count in the furries?
I have no idea.
They have fur, so
Or were they original?
I've just never seen a bull furry.
Were they the ones that like, invented bestiality?
Well,
The Minotaur.
can't really invent having sex with an animal.
Drew. I mean, dude, just look up. As for the bull furry thing, I mean, just look up Rule 34 of.
No. I'm not looking up Rule 34. I'm seriously just gonna look up. Are there bull furries?
I would assume so, because there was that Ferdinand movie, so that had to have started something. And
That movie wasn't popular outside of kids.
true.
Are there bull furries? There are most definitely bull furries. Oh my word.
Let me see this.
A lot of them really like Bara. Oh no. Oh no. The first image. He looks like a JoJo character on steroids.
Oh Jesus. Oh my god.
Oh, there's a dragon. That's cool.
Oh no.
There's a bald eagle. That's pretty rad. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. These art styles are really good. It's just, oh man. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, I found a Greek pottery painting image. No.
You found the same one as I did. The sacred.
Is it this one?
The sacred and profane occult secrets of ancient sexual rites.
No.
No, dude. If you click on that one and below it, like in the related images.
No, dude, no.
To those.
No, I didn't need to see this, dude. Oh, there's an Animorph.
Oh my gosh.
That's cool. Is this a fetish? Yeah, this is 100% a fetish. The size of his dong.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that front bulge. There's one turning into Greninja. Why?
All right.
There's one turning into Cyndaquil.
Okay, that's enough.
What have I discovered?
That is
What?
enough.
I need you to no. You are looking at this, okay?
Oh no. I'm not gonna
Look at
post.
this. Look at
What
this.
the hell?
What is this?
I don't know. All right. For those audio listeners,
Well, I gotta find a worse one.
this will
There's
not.
gotta be worse ones. Oh, there's Godzilla.
Pictures will not be supplied on the YouTube video, and
Oh no. Put in the Godzilla one. It's actually not as bad. It's actually pretty cool because he plays for the Packers.
oh my gosh. All right, that might that
so
might
funny.
maybe a little pop-in scene. Anyway,
That's so funny. I actually really love this one. This one's actually hilarious. Because Godzilla's playing for the Packers.
anyway, if you're
Oh,
interested
what is this?
in what we saw, you can look it up.
Oh, great. Now I'm getting into Godzilla scaly art.
Okay, Drew.
What have
Drew,
what
stop.
am I getting into?
Drew. Pull out. Anyway, back to the story.
Giggity.
Smiling, she sat down on his back, but the others, quick though they were to follow her, had no chance. The bull leaped up and at full speed rushed to the seashore, and then not into but over the wide water. As
What the
he
fuck?
went, the waves grew
Leap.
smooth before him, and the whole procession rose up from the deep and accompanied him. The strange sea gods, Nereids riding upon dolphins, and Tritons blowing their horns, and the mighty master of the sea himself, Zeus's own brother, Poseidon. Europa, frightened equally by the wondrous creatures she saw, and the moving waters all around, clung with him, one hand to the bull's great horn, and the other caught up her purple dress to keep it dry in the winds.
Oh, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Like for like the whole like the weird furry art, like the one with Godzilla that plays for the Packers.
Yeah.
If you find the artist, don't harass them. Don't be a dick.
Oh, yeah.
They're just trying to make a living and do commissions and do art that they love.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy. No one likes that guy.
Nope.
If you are that guy, I'm not gonna like you, and I'm not gonna like that you listen to this podcast.
I'm sorry if anybody that...
Yeah, if the artist actually does
Yeah.
find this, I'm sorry. It was heat of the moment.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Also, I'm sorry to the audio listeners. My mic fell down, so you might hear...
You fucking failure.
All right. Anyway, yeah. No bull could this be, thought Europa, but most certainly a god. And she spoke pleadingly to him, begging him to pity her and not leave her in some strange place all alone. He spoke to her in answer and showed her she had guessed rightly and what he was. She had no cause to fear, he told her. He was Zeus, greatest of gods, and he was doing all this for the love of her. He was taking her to Crete, his own island, where his mother had hidden him from Kronos when he was born, and where there she would bear him glorious sons whose scepters shall hold sway, or scepters, yeah, scepters should hold sway over all men on earth. Everything happened, of course, as Zeus had said. Crete came into sight. They landed, and the seasons and gatekeepers of Olympus arrayed her for her bridal. Her sons were famous men, not only in the world but in the next, where two of them, Minos and Rhadamanthus, were rewarded for their justice upon the earth by being made the judges of the dead, but her own name remains the best known of all. So,
I'm looking at this Greek pottery image that I put in the chat.
did you find?
That one kind of thick though.
Yeah. Did you see the second one?
Yeah, I wish I hadn't.
Well. Yeah. So, Europa's story definitely dove into some weird ass, freaky ass shit.
Yeah, I actually like still can't really comprehend it all.
I
So Zeus turned into a bull
yeah.
and
Basically kidnapped
took
her.
and obviously fucked her brains out
Yeah.
because
She had
he's Zeus.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he's good for.
Yep. She had two sons who were judges of the dead.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, honestly, good for them. The story is definitely weird. It's an interesting.
It's ancient Greece, man.
Yeah, it's an interesting origin to the name Europe. Yeah, the Greeks. I mean,
They need to be stopped.
blah.
This is why their GDP plummeted so hard.
Yeah, just I would laugh if just like the Greek president or prime minister or whoever it is just was like, yeah, I'd like to just say this is all Zeus's fault. Zeus did this.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone higher up in Greece said that.
Just blame Zeus. Just go back to be like, sir, I think we should go back to our roots and just blame Zeus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is a bit shorter, but that's because we still got Polyphemus and like 3 other stories within this one, and that'd be too long. But I mean, they like cows. I can tell you that much from these 2 stories.
Yeah, they really like bulls.
like bulls and cows and
Especially on this Greek pottery art. That bull is fucking jacked.
yeah. I will say I'm very surprised at the peacock little snippet where that's how the peacocks came to exist with eyes on the back of it, sort of. There's Hera.
Oh, yeah, with Argus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
This one went by quicker.
yeah, it did. I feel like
You should probably still wrap it up, though.
yeah, I mean it's just Polyphemus' story is a little bit too long. But yeah,
Moral of the story: be wary of cows.
yeah, be very wary of cows.
Be very wary of bovine entities.
Yes. That will do for episode 3, Early Heroes Part 1. Part 2 will come out soon, and then yeah. Anyway, we'll try and get Greece wrapped up so Drew can teach us about Norse, because they're not as bad as Greeks.
Oh no! Don't get it twisted. They have some weird shit.
They do, but I feel like,
You ever heard of Ragnarok?
do they have a Zeus?
No, but they have a Loki.
who's better than Zeus, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
whenever Loki has kids, they're monsters.
yeah.
So
All right. So that'll be it.
take that as you will. That's a little spoiler for you.
Yep. Thanks for listening. If you guys enjoy it, follow it. Follow
Arigato
us.
gozaimasu.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. All right.